Good morning, YouTubers. Bert Mandrake here with the Goblin Athenium. And I'm going to be showing you this fantastic little game that I've been playing for some years now. It's just free on Congregate, and it's called Stwalt. STWALT. Stands for Save the World at Lunchtime. And it's a little flash game based on the world of D&D, where you select a character, take on a quest, and proceed through this procedurally generated land, defeating monsters, leveling up, and trying to fulfill your objective. I'm going to show you here just how it runs. For those of you that have never seen it before, I know some of my friends have played this, but I think it's a real little corker. And also, this is just a chance for me to use a screen grab technology and see if I can make it work. So this is the first time I've ever done this, so bear with me, but hopefully it should come out quite nicely. So this is the screen that you're faced with when you first open the game. You start with 6 core characters and then some options down the side, but you open these as you progress. So I'm just going to show you the very first mission, which is this one here, the Mertwig Fever. You must find the Flower of Life and bring it to the castle before it's too late. And I'm going to proceed on this mission with the warrior here. So we just click him and we click the mission. And we begin. So you can start moving your little character around the map, and as we do so, we're going to encounter stuff completely randomly. Ooh, looks like a miner decided to ditch his pickaxe. So I'm going to take this, and it'll put it into your knapsack over here. And if you hold your cursor over it, it says pickaxe, not pickaxe, pickaxe. Not exactly balanced for combat, but useful for mining. This will give us a +2 attack. So let's just show you now. You can equip this into your character. So up here, you've got a couple of options. So this is your normal viewing screen. For your warrior, it tells us that he is a level 1. He has no experience points. He has 4 hit points, and he's not carrying any gold. He has attack bonus of 3. So every time we fight, when we encounter some creatures in a minute, you'll press the attack button. The system will roll a d20 for you, a 20-sided dice, effectively just like the old D&D system, and it will add 3 to that result. Furthermore, if you miss, the creature counterattacks you, and then another d20 is tossed. 3 is added to it, and if that is greater than the opponent's armor class, you'll also defend against the damage that they might cause. This is your magic bonus. Our warrior has none, and this is his speed, which is important for purposes of fleeing and how quickly you move around the map space when you click the cursor. So if we open up our character, he's got some slots, he's got some headwear, he can wear some armor on his body, he's got 2 hands to hold weapons in, and he can have some footwear as well. And there's also an extra section behind here if he has either wearing something like a mantle, like a cloak, or a quiver for arrows and this sort of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and equip this pickaxe. And you'll notice when we go back, my attack bonus has increased to 5. So we're going to quest around this realm and try and find this flower. The flower could be laying on the ground somewhere. We could just come across it. Oh, a bow. Well, we'll take this, obviously. Right, this bow. Interesting how it works. You have to swap it out for your axe, your pickaxe, I should say. And this gives you a free attempt to hit your opponent before you get within arm's reach of each other. So maybe we'll come across a creature in a minute and you'll see. And once I've found this flower, I have to get it to the king who lives in the castle. Oh, okay. Right, our first creature encounter is definitely at the upper end of difficulty as far as this game is concerned. So I'd need to be scoring a 23 with my attack bonus in order to even cause this thing damage. And it has 4 hit points. I'll probably end up trying to flee from this thing. But seeing as we're equipped with a bow, I might as well rattle off a shot. So we're going to try that. When I press this, you should hear a twang noise, and we'll see if we hit it or not. Here we go. Right. Yeah, the problem is that I might have hurt him for 1, but even if I swap out to this pickaxe now, because now game thinks that we're within arm's reach of each other. I'm really not going to hurt this thing. Well, I'll tell you what, seeing as you're all there and you probably want to see me have a swipe at it, I'll try and hit it. That's a miss. You heard the damage there. It says I rolled 8. Less than the attack score, 23 required, and you'll notice my health went down by 1. Let's just have another swing at him. Okay. But I blocked the counter attack that time, so you heard the noise of the clashing of metal. As my saving throw was 2, which is less than my defense characteristic of 3. So I didn't lose any health, even though I didn't hit that little sucker this time. Let's try again. Okay, no, it's hurt me. I'm definitely going to try and run away. So at any stage in a fight, you can flee. Now, I'm pretty sure this is just a D20, which has to equal or get under your speed plus a modifier. Well, I fleed. Right, so I rolled 17, which was over 10. Oh, okay, right. To flee, you just have to roll over 10. You get a +5 modifier. Right, let's keep questing. Let's go find this flower. When you're moving through open land, you get your full speed. But if I decided to go and try and cross over this hill, for example, you'll notice my speed halves to 4. Ah, kobold. Now this is much more like it. Let's get the bow and arrow out. Curious but cowardly dog-like creatures. They prey on lone adventurers. And they dodge arrows by the sound of it too. Let's whack him with the axe. Take that. Experience goes up by 1 point. Put my bow back in, ready for the next enemy. And there's the king. So the king got sicker. Hurry up, find a flower. That little picture of the king will keep popping up, showing us how he degrades as time goes by, until eventually he's just going to kick the bucket. Right, here is an elf. Oh no, there is an elf somewhere that is very sad, because he misplaced his priceless bow. Well, we're not sad. We're going to take that. And we're going to equip it in place of our normal bow. Fine elven bow gives you +2 to your archery roll. This is such a neat little designed by a guy called Herbs, who's done a series also called Mud and Blood, which is a World War II simulator. It is excellent and brutal, as this game can be, and as we'll probably find out. Right, let's fight this Callion Crawler. Aberration that feasts upon both alive and dead adventurers with weak poison. Right, hopefully we'll just knock him out with the bow. Let's give it a go. Oh, God's sake! Right, pickaxe time. If this thing hits me, it does have a chance to poison me. So. Oh, that there, by the way, guys, is a dwarven hold. Well, maybe we could just go inside. Oh, God's sake. Right, okay, we've been ambushed. You see a humanoid on the horizon. Before you realise what is going on, an arrow is flying at you. Right, the arrow actually hurt us for 1 as well, so we're down to our last hit point already. Well, we can flee immediately or see who's attacked us, so we may as well just see who's attacked us. Oh, it's a goblin marauder. Small green humanoids. They are more of a nuisance than a threat, until this one kills me. Watch this. We'll try with the bow first. Okay. I'm going to try and kill this thing. He really took the piss by firing a bow and arrow at me. Yes, right, success. Oh, and we got some cash. So you might have heard the coins jiggling in a bag there. Because he was a marauder, he was carrying a little pot of gold with him. Right, we're going to go back to the dwarves and see if they've got this flower sitting in their shop, because every place has some things that you can do. Within a tall and cold mountain, a dwarf fortress stands proud. So while here, we can trade with the dwarves, ask the dwarves to guide us to a workshop, and that will transport us somewhere else on the map. It costs 100 gold, but there's a workshop where you can fashion weapons, armour, and potions. They can guide us to the mine, where we can take our pickaxe and find some gold, which we could then take to the workshop. But again, that costs 100 gold. You've got to be pretty flush with cash in order to take advantage of these things. Or you can train in blacksmithing with the dwarves for a permanent +1 to your craft rolls. That takes a day, costs 100, or we can leave. Right, so we're going to have a look in their shop. Oh god, these guys have got all the best kit. Okay, so we've got a warhammer, +3 attack, can stun your opponent. We've got a shield here, How much is this thing? 150? 100 gold. This is the best. This Gothic plate armour. An ancient, unique piece of work worn by true heroes and legends throughout the history of the realm. So while you're wearing this, it gives you +2 to your attack because of all the spiky bits on it, and a solid +8 defence as well. We could even buy some dwarven boots if we had the cash. They slow you down, but they give you an extra +2 to offence. If we were tooled up with all of this stuff, we'd be some meaty warrior right now. So it's worth bearing in mind. If we can find some cash, come back and the dwarves can kit us out. Even these things you find in the shop are all completely random, so you never know in any given game. Oh, God's sake. Right, I'm going to fire my bow, which is... We can't fight this thing. I'm going to have to try and flee. I could die here. If I die at any stage, I'm going to call quits on this video. Maybe come back to it another day. This is just an introduction, so... Okay, we made it. That's good. Trees slow you down if you walk over them. I tend to find it's best just to get around, start revealing some on the map. Yeah, the king doesn't look too bad right now. The elves, right, okay, we can count the elves. Let's see now, you can trade with them. They can guide you to a hunting ground where you can hunt for deer, and I think it gives you food. And you can train archery with them, but again, they want you to weigh them out some serious cash in order to do that, so I don't have right now. Let's see what they've got. They've got a book. This you read all day and can give you some XP. We have a couple of chain mails available with a bit of defensive armour and a potion of focus that helps speed up your recovery time on your spells. None of that is affordable or useful for us right now, so we're going to move on. There's an incredible amount of depth to this game. Oh, I'd love the chance to tell you more about it, but we keep getting attacked every 2 seconds, right? Let's try and kill this thing with a bow. This skeleton. Oh, miss. Really, I need to be better at that. Right, fingers crossed we can do this guy with the pickaxe or face instant death. That's right. Okay, we're up to 4 XP. If I get one more, I'll level up to level 2, and it will refill all of my life points. So it's a good thing to strive for if you're trying to increase your survivability. Just grab that level up. Okay, the tower shield. This was available for the dwarves in their trading shop, but we've just found one for free. So, and this thing also slows you down if you put it on.
I can't.
Oh, God, I can't wear it because I'm firing the bow. Okay, well, we'll stick with the bow for the time being. We're on the hunt for a flower, so I don't really want to be walking any slower around this map. Avoid these trees. By a monster and can't flee. You found the corpse of an unfortunate adventurer. So, try to find the cause of death. That normally takes you to a monster. See if there is something interesting on this guy. Careful though, if someone sees you, you might be falsely accused of crime. Yes, when you become a criminal, you don't get let into towns, or you can find yourself arrested. Or we can bury him and maybe get some XP from Gygax, the god of the realm. I think I'm just going to leave this alone. There's not much I can gain, and I don't really want to become a criminal right now. I don't want to encounter the wrong kind of monster because he could just kill me. That's more like it. Now, our bow's going to hit this time, isn't it?
You have gained a level.
There we go, level 2. So for levelling up, we also got an extra HP. And we got all our life back. Traveller boots. Without a traveller in it. Likely another victim of a dragon flyby. Yeah, well, that would seem appropriate, seeing as that small red one was scooting around earlier. So I'm going to take these, put these on, and you should see our speed increase straight away. Oh, maybe not. Well, there they are. They're on my feet. There's a little bug here, so I think there we go. I clicked the move button. And I sped up. Right. We encountered the wizard's tower at the same time this zombie appeared. So we're going to fire the bow at this zombie. Missing. Going to get this pickaxe out and we're going to stick it right in his skull. Just like that. Okay, the wizards. Now the wizard's shop. Training in magery, trading with the wizards, researching spells. All of this is really geared towards wizards, as you might expect. But there is one handy thing in here, which is if you've managed to get your hands on 1,000 gold, you can reveal the entire map. But it still won't show us where the flowers. As you can see, when we're encountering creatures all the time in this game. Oh, I've got that one with the bow. Normally, if you can make it in the first few days, you stand a better chance of completing your mission. If you're going to be dying in this game, like I was sat there on one hit point for quite a while, that's when you're most vulnerable. With something like the warrior, if you can get to level 2, you know you're going to be pretty much okay. Well, I say that's a complete lie, but your chances of success get better as more time passes. So if you can just stay alive, you're going to do well. Right, I can drink from the well, I don't need to. I can throw a piece of gold in. I have never known this to create any success in any way whatsoever. You just toss a gold coin in for free, but let's give it a go. Yeah, there you go. Now that is a gold piece you'll never get back. Right, the Merchants Guild. Let's see what they've got up for grabs. So sometimes they're selling stuff very cheap. A leash skull. We'll take a look, shall we? 75 gold. That's cheaper than normal. When used offhand, it will absorb the negative effects of a spell failure. Well, absolutely no use for us. Maybe they're buying something that we can sell to them. Mask. Okay, the mask is something that disguises you when you're a criminal. We haven't seen one of those yet, but they would be buying it off us if we had one. And you can finance adventure parties and try and recoup some coin. Now, this is quite a good thing to do depending on how much cash you have available. It's 100 gold for various levels of risk. But you can get some hefty cash back. If you do the high risk one, you can come back and get like 1,000 gold. Right, another one of these mind flayers. Well, maybe I could give it a go. +5 attack when facing wizards. Well, maybe we could kill this thing. Let's try with the bow. Oh, that's a hit. Okay, I've only got to cause 2 damage now. And I do have 5 hit points, +5 bonus. So, can I put the shield on? Yes, I can. We can even wear the shield. So, there's a hit. And saved ourselves with our shield. Took damage. Took damage. Took damage. Got it. Mind flayers are worth 2 XP, so they can be quite worthwhile. Alright, let's get that elf back out. If I'd missed with the bow on the first effort, I might not have carried that fight, but we knocked him down to 2 HP, and it seemed like a risk worth taking. Oh, a treasure chest. Oh, and some potions. Right, okay. Healing potion. That's going straight up the lip.
You feel healthier.
There's some great little sound effects in this game. Okay, so you come across these treasure chests sometimes in the land. And I don't have a key, so we can't do this. We can bash it open, but that can destroy the stuff inside. I never find that that's very worthwhile. Pick the lock takes a full day. And you need 15, but we only need 12 as we're level 2. That's not a bad bet. You can check if it's trapped. I mean, if it's trapped, what are you going to do? You're still going to try and pick it and suffer the trap, right? So, and you can try and disarm it. This is all good fun for thieves, but we're just like a bit of a kind of Arnold Schwarzenegger style warrior here, so I suppose that means I should bash it open, but I'm going to try and pick the lock. Oh no, okay, we got hurt by the trap, but we got in second time around, so there's all this neat stuff, and we got some cash. That's important. I'm going to eat this meal to try and get XP back, health point back.
You feel healthier.
We've got a left-handed sword, that's very useful in combat. We've got a talisman. This increases your chances of causing crits. And we have an axe. I'm going to take that too. Keep questing. Questing. Alright, we're going to hit this shadow with my bow. Check this out.
You have gained a level.
Just killed a shadow with a bow and arrow. That's how hard we are. Right, this is the main, how do you say, sort of dwelling in the whole realm. Where the king lives. It's where you can visit the temple, you can buff yourself with some increases in health, you can cure all your diseases and poisons, you can get rid of curses if you suffer one. As I said, there's loads of depth in this game, and you can be afraid, you can get cursed, you can be turned into a frog, for God's sake. You can trade here, so there's all kinds of stuff up for grabs. You can beg, give yourself a bit of extra cash, you can go to the library, it's boring, and you can go. But this is where we need to find the Mertwig flower and get it back to the king. Passing day. Leash gold. Yeah. Right, okay, so we've picked up some stuff that maybe we're not going to use now, like yeah, it didn't hurt us, but fine. Go to a trading post. Towns and the castle are the only places that can really do this. Click on this, sell items, and we can cash this in for 75 gold. Not bad. Questing. Oh, here's a town. We're going to check this out. You enter a peaceful village. Again, it has its own little temple. Oh, okay, I just prayed there for a day and it didn't do anything. So their temple's a bit lame compared to the castle one. You can beg here as well. You can visit a town mystic. Well, let's do that.
Fortune frowns on you.
God. The mystic reveals that you were adopted and your mum is a troll. You are cursed for 5 days. Oh, giving you a -3 malice to all of your rolls. Find a blessing somewhere. Oh, God's sake. You can sleep and rest here. It gives you... You have to spend the whole day. It gives you a 50% chance to heal HP. Or you can just buy meals. This is quite good. Meals, I think, give you about a 25% chance of getting a HP back. Let's see what they got. Maybe they got the Mertwig flower for sale. No, but they do have a horse. Ooh. Expensive. Right, but at least we know. Okay, moving on. Cursed and going out into the cursed earth. Eat my bow. Ugh, fine. Right, the axe. +1 critical, +3 attack, plus the mangouche offhand blade. Takes our attack to 9 and our defense to 4. This guy's going to just die. Watch this. Now, if you want to be really picky about it, which sometimes I am, you have to swap out that left-handed weapon and just get your bow back in, because you can't carry the mangouche at the same time as you want to swing a sword. Sorry, as you want to fire a bow, I should say. Some dwarf boots. Twang. Let's dodge between these trees. There we go. You have a sort of a sensing range as well, which is pretty decent with the warrior. And you reveal things within a certain number of pixels that the computer kind of decides for you. But the thief, for example, has a very long detection distance. He can find items a bit more easily. I've got a feeling we're going to do this guy. Oh, for God's sake. Let's get the axe out. Get the bow back out there. I fell in a hole. Right, we don't have a rope, so we're going to have to try and climb out. What are we landing on? I just lost an item. Oh, I don't even know what it was. Failed. What was that item? Yeah, I don't know. Handy if we get it. Oh, look, health potion. Also handy. Medicine's handy if you get a disease, which you can pick up in town sometimes if a bit of plague starts to affect the land. There's all kinds of random things going on in the background. Well,
I can't.
They're not actually in the background. It does warn you. So a little drop down will happen up here and say...
That is impossible.
If you visit any built-up settlements, there's a 10% chance you might catch it or something like that. Some free cash. Okay, King's looking a bit ropier. I think we have about 70 days to complete this. Oh. Right, this is good stuff. So, Roman style armour. +2 attack bonus, +5 defence. Pop that on there. Defense of 8, attack of 6. Very useful. Right, this guard tower, good place. Right, you can train here to get +1 offense and defense permanently for 100 gold. Takes a day. I find it's well worthwhile. We're going to do that.
More skillful.
Because anything up your stats like that is good. We've got a short sword. That's not really worth it given the weapons we've got. We've got some chainmail. Again, probably not quite as good as the Roman armour. And a treasure map, but it is 200 gold. And then you can look off the top of the tower, and it does this neat little kind of... Look like that. Filling 2 patches of grass. 20 gold. Right, that red dragon's back. Maybe I could kill this thing. Let's see if we hit it with the bow. Well, I've got a health potion. Got an axe. Got a mangosh. Got a +12 bonus. Oh, I'm going to go for it, because you get gold and some good XP out of this thing. That's a hit. I just got killed. Oh no, don't tell me that time. Oh, I destroyed my armour. No. No. No, take the potion.
You feel healthier.
God's sake. Gutless. Gutless.
Good day.
You encounter a peasant. Peasants. After leaving the castle for his home, took a wrong turn. Right, we're going to take this guy. Encounter a farm. I believe we get 1 free XP for taking him out. Oh, elven boots. Even better than normal boots. Put those on then, shall we? So you'll see our little guy is actually moving around the realm faster. Oh, right, okay. We're going to jump through this portal and see where it takes us. There's always 2 portals on every map. Sometimes they take you a distance, sometimes not. And you can jump through those for free at any time. Right, we want to find a farm now, I think. Let's pick this warhammer up. It's becoming useful. Get a free XP. And then get back on the case. Okay, right, so I'm going to find my bow. I feel a bit fruity. Let's try and get this guy. I only need to hit an 11. God damn it. Right, okay, I'm going to risk it. We could die here. Okay, so I hope my little introduction has given you a kind of taste of what this game is about. I have found this thing super addictive. And as I said, I've been playing it for like years on and off. There's a nice feature over here on the Congregate site. So if you put yourself just a free account in, it will record some of your scores. So for example, you can add me. I'm KentRob99. There's my best ever warrior score, 66. We've got scores in here for all of them. Grobble Guts, that's Tony. Some of you guys may know him from the Grumpy Pony. It does sort of weekly tables as well. And it'd be great if you jump on board, want to play, let me know your name, login details, and you know, we can all have a go together and sort of test each other's skills. Yeah, so I'd love to hear any feedback. Let me know what you think of it, and see you guys soon.